you don't know the motherfucking podcast. And that's the double truth,
Why are you the way that you are, the way that you are, the way that you are?
The Lyrical Fix.
The motherfucking podcast.
Oh my God.
All right, it's the Lyrical Fix Podcast with your host, Sade.
And Kid Pro.
For episode 109.
10 motherfucking 9, man. We in this bitch, man.
Yeah.
Fresh off of Turkey Day. How was your Turkey Day, buddy?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I got the evil eye from my grandmother a couple times. That's about
evil
it.
eye? Explain that.
It went from, you made collard greens? I made collard greens, even though hers are trash. And then she's like, when's the next time I'm going to see you? I'm like, Christmas Eve. And then, because her birthday is 2 days after mine, she's like, oh, not December 5th? And I was like, maybe I'll think about it.
Oh, okay.
And then she gave me the evil eye for when we're talking about for Christmas, what was going to be cooked, because I'm most likely going to have to work. I'm not going to be able to cook. She said she was making something. I forgot what the fuck she said. And I just kind of I looked at my mom and I made a face. So she's questioning me. Well, what's the face for? What's the face for? My mom was like, oh, you don't eat that? I was like, if it's good.
Wow, yo, you find a way to just piss everybody off some way, somehow.
No, my grandma's a fucking bitch, man. Love her to death. And I do. She's just those alienating ones. I don't know. It's just too much for me.
They just try to push your buttons up way too much.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was a trip. We took a trip for Mother's Day. My mom and my grandmother went to go see my sister, and when my brother lived in Arizona, he drove to Vegas, and I was a surprise for my sister and my brother.
Got you.
And I surprised them, and I don't think my grandmother was too happy about that, because she was surprised, but I can tell she was a little disappointed. Then she goes, I knew the whole time. And me and my mom were like, no, you didn't. The fuck? And then after...
Wait, she was disappointed in seeing you as a surprise?
I guess so. No, but the next few days, she just... Nothing but just attitude. Or I'd catch her staring at me, and is there something on my face? Or I would go yes, can I help you?
Yo, I've never heard of
I would have to
grandma.
recycle, just, when you catch somebody staring at you and you say something smart, I would have to just keep recycling them, because I would just keep catching her. And at one point, I was like, Ma, go get your mom, because she's fucking, I just can't with her right now.
The concept of a grandmother being upset to see her granddaughter as a surprise is just
foreign
to me.
It was because all the
It's
attention,
hilarious.
it was because all the attention went to me instead of
her.
on her.
But what was
And that's
it?
what she was upset.
It was her birthday. I'm sorry.
No, it was Mother's Day.
It was Mother's Day.
It was Mother's Day, but my mom, when
Wait.
she told me, I was like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. I wish I could go. She's like, oh, why don't you come? And then I told her, I was like, no, because it was around the time I started Check It back again. I was like, no, I just got the show going back and I don't really have any money for it. She's like, no, I'll pay for you. Just find a flight and send me the info and I'll send you my credit card shit. So she paid for my flight. I went out there and I surprised them. They were there for a day, and then I came. And then we what was it? At one point, there are pictures out there, and I don't know where I can find those pictures, where it's a picture of I think me, my brother, my sister,
Yeah.
and she's in the background with the ugliest face. She's just so angry.
Yo, you stole your grandma's thunder on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yo, you have
yeah.
no fucking soul.
It was a plan, but it was a plan for them to go. But we call her Mama, so it's Mama. They're gonna give you attention.
Because the plan was for everybody to be there to celebrate her on Mother's Day.
Yeah, and my mom.
Right, but then
So it wasn't just her day; it was also my mom's.
So did somebody make a big deal out of you being there instead of just being Mother's Day?
Well, no, they screamed. My brother and my sister screamed and hugged me, and we also haven't seen each other in a while.
Right.
So it was that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was really so much that I think I stole her thunder, and that's what it.
I've never heard of a grandma just
Yeah.
hating on a granddaughter. That's crazy.
Yeah, my mom had to put her in her place one day. It was the same day we caught her. We were taking pictures, and she was in the background just mean mugging. Yeah. And she just looks so pissed off. She wanted, mind you, we took a 5-hour car ride to California, and she's like, I just want to go back to the hotel. And my mom's like, we just fucking got here. Like, because my mom cursed her out. She's like, I get it. Because she was venting about me to my mom. And I was like, I get you're my mom, but that's my fucking daughter. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Yo, wouldn't it be crazy if she just showed up at Check It one day and, like, took the mic from you and just did some, like, amazing-ass poem, like, a cappella, and just fucking dropped the mic and walked the fuck out and just show you up in here?
I'd be totally fine with
and
it.
then she ends up saying, fuck Sade.
I'd be totally fine with it. And it's funny because when my mom and I were talking about it, even like this was not this past Mother's Day, but the year before. Yeah. So we were just talking about it and shit. And then we realized, like, damn, like that shit was crazy. Like, you know, just reminiscing and shit about it. And she's like, yeah, like, I still don't understand. Maybe she sees herself in you. And I'm like, I would never do that. I don't even like attention. Granted, like, yeah, there are times where, like, if I walk into a room, not that I'll be loud, but I'll kind of get attention. Then there's times where I just don't want attention. She wants attention all the time.
I don't know how people do that. Like, I can't. Sometimes I just want to just be very low-key all the time.
Yeah, no, my grandmother is far from low-key. Yeah. If the attention isn't on her, it's a fucking problem.
That's tough, man. I don't know if that's, like, a thing from, like, childhood or whatever. But then you can say the same thing about people that just always want to be low-key. You know?
It's true.
Like, there's always a reason behind it.
Yeah.
Like, you can never just be even keel.
Yeah. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, maybe it's also probably because, like, out of all her grandkids, I don't treat her the same like they do.
Right. Oh, the respect level's different?
Maybe.
But,
I just
but
don't.
also, you were raised different. Like, you're culturally different.
What, then? Who?
Than the rest of your siblings, right?
No, we're all the same.
Oh, so then what's the difference?
You've met Jordan. We're all the same.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Saying
the
that. So what's the difference?
Oh, I mean, maybe.
As far as how you treat her?
I mean, they were maybe just, like, they grew up with her. Technically, they did. Because when my mom, for the first couple of years, I was living in, like, Clifton, Passaic area. Yeah. So I grew up with my grandmother.
Oh, so that's what it was.
They were in the same house because my mom's first husband.
Yeah, you just didn't really grow up with her. All right, that makes perfect sense.
So maybe that's why. Also, it's just it's a lot of snide remarks and backhanded comments.
Because you didn't grow up with her.
Somebody, no, not just that, but like somebody like me, I don't give a fuck. So I don't care if you're an old woman. I'm gonna like, and I've always been like this. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna dish it back. Yeah. Where like my brother will like. Well, no, my brother is like the fucking king. He's the first male born. Yeah. Technically. Oh yeah, it's always a thing. So yeah. So like they ignore it. Yeah. Like I mean he doesn't get any shit. My sister does. I'm talking about my mom's kids, not including my dad's kids into this, but like my mom's kids, she she like worships the ground my grandmother walks on. So I think it's really just me. I think I just call her out on her bullshit and maybe she hates it. I'm just an asshole.
It's funny you mentioned before there was something that you brought up before about saying hi to people and being low key. Like, sometimes like I don't know what it is for Spanish parties. Like I hate having to go in there and just having to kiss everybody on the cheek. Yeah. Walking around in the whole thing where it's like 30 fucking people. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just want to be like, hey everybody, what's up? And that's it. And keep it moving. Same thing with saying bye. Like instead of doing the Irish goodbye, like I just say, hey, I'm out. Like I don't want to have to go to every person.
Oh no, I think
sometimes it's just annoying, especially when there's a lot of people in the party.
We tried to. So as my mom is packing up the food, I could tell like her husband wants to leave. Juan is falling asleep. He don't really give a fuck. He'll just fall asleep. And I'm watching a movie. Great. So I was like, babe, do you want to go? He's like, I've been ready. And it's early too. We also got there early. I'm like, all right, fine. I guess let's go. And then Jim, my mom's husband, he goes, if only it were that easy. He's like, I told your mother like a half hour ago, let's leave. So I think we ended up leaving like another hour after that. Because he stood up. Because my mom said something like, come on, like get your coat on. He's like, I've been waiting. gets his coat on, says goodbye, is standing there. It's like, what the fuck am I still standing around for? And then sits down because it's just 1,000 goodbyes, and it just takes fucking forever.
You have to be smooth with the exit.
Yeah, and my grandmother likes to trap people. So while you're saying goodbye, you also get like 2 stories out of it, and then more goodbyes, and yeah.
That's how I feel about being in like my girlfriend's family's events. I was like, yo, everybody's here. What the fuck you need me for? And then for the ones I don't go to, she's like, "Oh, they asked about you." I'm like, "Yo, did they really?"
Lies.
It's always that
you're
fucking. I know.
lying.
It's always that fucking obligatory one. Oh, where's Polo?
Yes.
Oh, where is he? Oh, okay.
That bullshit.
They always say, "Oh, I hate when people just do that." They just ask where your significant other is, no matter what. Like it's by default. They're not fucking here. Don't worry about it. Like.
Yeah, no, they always, Juan's family always asks about me, but they usually know. They're more surprised when I show up than when I'm not there. Because I'm always working. Because they always do shit super last minute. They're more surprised, like now they know it, so they're more surprised. They're like, oh, I'm like surprised you're not working today. I'm like, yep, I took off, I'm here. I'm trying to think of what the other thing is. No, but my family, when they ask about Juan, like they actually do care. They love him.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that hers cares about me like that.
Probably not.
No, they don't.
No, probably not.
Thanks for fucking assuming that though. Like, what the fuck is that about?
No, from what you say, with like you tell me, like yeah, it just seems like
just
that.
the way you said it was like yeah.
No, I'm just.
Speaking of, that's what I caught in that clip.
What?
I don't know if you caught that in the clip with Shake. Shout out to Shake, by the way, our guest from last week.
What
in
was
the
it?
clip that I made.
Oh,
and I talked about my performance.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, you said I put sarcastically.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even
part?
I wasn't being sarcastic.
It felt like it, so I just put that in there.
No. Because you said that you added the caption, so I didn't really finish watching the whole clip because I already seen it. True. So I didn't see the sarcastic. Yeah. I'm kind of mad at
I still got a couple more clips to go. So tomorrow's good.
Nice.
I want to keep it going.
Good.
I want at least, like, for guest episodes, I want to get at least, like, 3 clips at least. And spread them out throughout the week.
Yeah.
These episodes, obviously, we'll find something, but the guest episodes, I want to have as much as possible content-wise.
No, that makes sense.
Because as far as, like, other stuff, like, content-wise, we have the piece with him doing the intro video, the photos. So that's something right there in itself. So as long as we
I think one more clip is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was your Thanksgiving, I guess? Or did you cover that already?
Turkey Day was cool.
Oh my God! Can you share the story that you told us yesterday?
I wish, I really wish I could.
It was a really good one.
For reasons to protect the innocent, I don't want to.
Fine.
Not that I don't want to. I feel like I shouldn't, but I really fucking want to. It's one of those stories that would have been good here to talk about. It was great when I told it. That was
would
the
you
first
get in
time.
trouble if you said it? Probably.
Yeah, I would get in trouble actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I don't know what type
fine.
of trouble it would be. That's why I'm afraid.
This podcast has gotten you in some trouble.
It has already. Yo, that's the crazy part, man. Like I always thought, like it might happen, and then I'm like, maybe not that many people hear it from the beginning, but then somehow or another, shit just got around, and it's just like, damn.
Wait, but people like, wait, what? More than just her? You've gotten in trouble like other times? Oh shit.
Yeah. And sometimes it was just like interesting questions. You know,
Maybe.
random people I'd see would just be like, hey, I heard about that episode. It's like, made a good point there. And then that one time that I told you that one chick that's like, I just consider her like a MILF. She's like, yeah, that episode about what was that shit called? The Jada Pinkett Smith shit?
Entanglement?
Entanglement, yeah.
Yeah.
That episode, she was talking about that, and it felt like, I told you, like, when she spoke about it to me, it felt like she was, like, coming on to me.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I was damn. I was like, all right. Yeah. So it's like, I've had good and bad situations off of, like, this, like, reactions from episodes.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah. But you said the same, like, people at your job, they're like, I've heard this shit.
Yeah. I've gotten good ones. The only bad ones was they were surprised that, like, somebody was there when they didn't know they were there.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit, she just spoke.
Yeah.
But that was about it. That was, like, the only bad critique I got. And then, what was the other one? Oh, man, somebody just recently said, my brother-in-law made a comment because they FaceTimed me while, like, I was there, but I couldn't hear because there's mad people in this small-ass apartment. So I want, like, the phone makes its rounds, and you know, they live in Vegas. The phone makes the round, and then it comes back to me, but it's off. Like, you know, the phone call is over, and I was like, okay. My sister blows up my phone. Why the fuck I called you, but you hand off the phone? I'm like, she's drunk. So she's just like, at this point, I hung up on her. I'm like, she's blowing up everybody's phone. It was almost like this phone would ring, that phone ring, that phone ring, that phone ring. And I'm like, just ignore her. I finally got on the phone with her. I called her back when I got home. We're talking. And then my brother-in-law, her husband, takes the phone and like, oh, now you got 108 episodes. Now you don't know how to fucking talk to nobody. And then, yeah.
That's what's up.
And then, yeah, he was like, yo, tell bro, like, you guys are doing a good job and blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah, man. I always thought that, like, us doing this, like, I'd never really get to meet the people that listen to it, like, personally. But then it's, like, it's kind of weird when people bring up the episode. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. I did talk about that. Like, they talk about, like, they might have heard episode, like, 73. And, like, we're doing 108, 109 right now. And they might have heard 73 last week. And they'll be like, yo, when you said that shit about, like, fucking kangaroos. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, I honestly do.
That happens a lot.
I honestly do forget.
Well, actually, let me not say a lot, but that happens often.
I usually forget.
Yeah, I forget. I'm like, yo, we talk about so much shit randomly. On air and off air.
It was one time you got in trouble and you hit me up and you telling me about, I'm like, what did we talk about? And me and you spent like 5-10 minutes just trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Yeah. And then you found out it was from one episode. And like, okay, wait. I'm like, do I listen back to that episode?
Yeah, it's always some bullshit.
Actually, I did. I listened back to that episode to see what happened. I'm like, what did you say?
But I always knew in the back of my mind, like, this was a risk that I was going to have to make. Because I can, not only am I making, like, comments about, like, my personal life, but, like, also I talk about, like, my life, like, in the local music scene and shit like that, so. I
never got in trouble for the triangle.
That's good for you, because you talk so much shit about it. I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't get fucking smacked or something already, or at least confronted.
No, I told the guy.
Talking shit about me in your pod, bitch?
I told one of the guys about it. I think I already told you. Yeah. So I told one of the guys, and because he tells me that she's gonna start listening. I was like, so okay, you might want to find out what episode she's on, because she might be very mad at you and at me, because nobody was supposed to know. She made a comment towards me, trying to act like it wasn't a thing, and I just looked at her and I was like, sure.
That's the thing, it's there forever. So it's on the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but it's not like I named them. No, because eventually it got out at work about them. And then they tried to, she tried to, and it made him look really bad, and I felt so bad. And he's like, we weren't a thing. He tells me that. I'm like, come on, bullshit. I'm sorry, but you showed me a nude of this bitch. It happened.
You know what?
You don't just get a nude sent to your phone for no reason.
For as much as this is a hip hop podcast, like, this is also a podcast of the experience at your job, of, like, all the people at your job.
And your life too, with your kids.
Yeah.
It's just life in general.
It's
just life.
You're right. It's a little bit of life.
It's a little bit of life.
And hip hop mixed in.
Yeah. Speaking of hip hop, yesterday.
Wait, where did we go? We're going all over the place, but that's fine. Wait.
Oh no, I was just kind of moving on from this. Yesterday made me feel like I haven't listened to a goddamn thing this year, and I was actually thinking, I'm like, I listened to a lot of good. I listened to a lot of music this year. No, I did not.
Yeah. Shout out to Johnson, Sold Out. Shout out to Villa. He's actually here with us. He's chilling. Yo, what's the score real quick? What was the score?
Oh. They lost by what?
No, Knicks played the Nets and lost by 2.
Damn.
No wonder I heard you quiet. That made sense.
I was thinking, I'm like, damn, he's like really. I've never met anybody so quiet watching a game.
Shout out to the Jets though, winning this past. Yeah.
Cool. I missed the ending of my game against the Eagles. It was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, the Sunday night game.
Yeah, I missed the ending though.
But you're saying? I'm sorry, no, yeah. Yesterday, the music. We had.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnson and Villa who joined us. Actually, is what I was saying.
So we have an upcoming episode coming up soon, including them. But yeah, we're going over music of this year, and I found a website, and it's like 60 the top 60 hip hop albums of the year. But it's like it was just half the year.
Was it ranked?
No, not really. It wasn't ranked.
Okay.
But like it goes through fucking like it had shit that I know for sure is not hip hop, but whatever. Just regardless, but so I noticed it's only the second half of the year, so I'm like, damn, that's not like. And I see the other article, so I click on that, and it's still 60. I'm like, top 120. I'm like, okay. So I'm scrolling through, and then that's what I'm noticing. I'm like, oh, holy shit, Evidence dropped. Holy shit, Sky Zoo. Oh my god, all these fucking people I did not even know dropped.
Exactly, mad people dropped that just fell under the rug or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the fucking term is.
Yeah. So
Like
fell under the rug. Got swept.
Swept on the rug.
Fell through the cracks.
So
you mixed up.
I mixed up a lot of cliches. Yes.
You mixed up too.
Yeah.
Fell through the cracks and swept under the rug.
Okay. Oh yeah. Fell in the heat of the kitchen.
No, no. But no, that was a dope one. So I can't wait for us to get together again for that episode.
Yeah, because we only did albums. Like we didn't do mixtapes. We didn't do EPs. Although I didn't think any mixtapes came out that were like.
Mixtapes are. I mean, now
I can't recall a mixtape that came out this year that would have been like included in the list.
I feel like mixtapes are just albums, man.
Right, or an EP. Maybe an EP that came out, but I can't think anything off the top of my head.
Bro, that K Tronada shit, I finally listened to it today.
Oh, the 3-track? 3-pack, yeah.
Add fire right here. No, I don't feel like doing that. That shit was fucking amazing because it was a 3-pack. Shit was good. I you know what? I will say I'm probably on a lonely island by myself with this. I don't like her anymore.
Her?
Her.
Oh, her. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't. It's not that I don't like her anymore. It's that I'm just. I think I expected so much from her, and
you're not getting it.
She has not. It's been super underwhelming, and I just think that she's fire. But what in the entire fuck? Like I wanted so much more from her.
Well, what is it about her that's not hitting for you? Is it the music? Is it her look? The image? Like what is it? That's
no, it's the music.
Translating?
Like what was it? When she had all like the tapes out. I listened to all of them. Then her debut album is just all the tapes into one. It's like, okay, this is fucking whack. Like, bitch, like what the hell are you doing? Then I don't know. I think I just got tired of just waiting.
Okay, so it's just hasn't produced anything that's like a good body of work.
Yeah, I mean the album that dropped, I think I heard some of it. I don't know. I think I'm just over her, but she's gotten like super blown up too. So maybe that's also why. Because it was a period in my life I didn't really like Beyonce because she got like super just blown. I mean, she's super blown up now, but when she did before, and she was everywhere, I'm just like, I don't want to listen to this bitch anymore.
What? That was a good hot take. I got a hot take of my own. I kind of mentioned it last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little worried about how this new Freddie Gibbs album is going to sound.
Why?
Just as far as I was talking to Johnson about last night, as far as like all the singles that have come out this year, everything that's had that like animated, cartoonish bunny like stuff on the artwork has just been underwhelming. It's a lot of songs that have come out this year. The most recent one with Jadakiss.
Okay.
It's just like, it's cool, but it's just not anything that's just like, sounding like next level Freddie. I
know what you mean.
Yeah. And it's like, and he did mention he was bragging about how he has like all these producers this time around. Instead of just working with one, which is how he did like with the past couple albums, which were great.
Yeah.
Already, not saying that he had to do it this time, but him relying on that, I don't know if that's going to kind of change the whole feel of what we've been getting. I mean, of course it will, because you're working with different producers.
No, it'll change, yeah.
But it's like, I don't know if that's like going to help or hurt. Right now, I just haven't heard anything that like really sticks out to me, and I've heard like 3 songs so far.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I got to go back to him, but it's just
maybe
every
Freddie
time
could
I've
just
heard
be
something.
Freddie is just an album guy, so maybe it's just gonna hit. It's gonna hit different when the album actually comes out.
Good point. That's a good point.
They're album people.
Yeah.
So it's he's just an album artist.
Because his last fucking 4 or 5 projects have all been fucking great. So you're right. I can't say that this one maybe won't be the same.
It's probably just that.
Yeah.
So anyway, where should we start?
Shit, we did already, but that was great.
So where do you want to start? Do you want to talk about the blasphemy fucking... I don't think I even have it saved. I probably took screenshots, actually.
Actually, real quick, man. Omicron.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I say Omicron, how do you feel?
I just found out the name.
Yeah.
But it is funny because I just seen Shade Room posted some shit where it's everybody on Twitter has been that Omarion is trending because of it.
Oh, people they all corrected it to Omarion.
Yeah.
The Omarion variant.
Yeah. And then one was like when they added some like gift that was really funny. Like, what the fuck is this? It was like Winnie the Pooh, and then it was like, what the fuck is this? And it was Omarion checking to see why he's trending.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a shitty way to fucking trend for.
I don't know. I mean, Delta came and went. I don't know, honestly. But Delta, it was funny because we're talking about it at work. I think I told Johnson this yesterday, actually. So it's halftime, and this was when Eagles and Giants were playing, and it's halftime. You know, mad commercials come on and shit. And it was the NYC vaccine one, right? It was vaccinating your kids. Then a couple more episodes, then that same vaccine fucking commercial came back on. And at this point, because I made a comment the first time around, but I was like with the other servers and shit. So when I go around to the table to like clear it off and the commercial comes back again, one of the guys goes, and these are regulars that I have like every Sunday. They're there for at least minimum 6 hours to watch all the games and shit. I'm talking to them and shit, and one of them goes, "Do you have kids?" I'm like, "No, like I don't have any kids." "Well, if you did have kids, would you vaccinate them?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, that's my girl," and fucking fist bumps me. They asked me if I'm vaccinated, and I look around. I was like, "No." And then we were talking about it and shit, and you know, like they're like, "Oh, like you know, is your job like enforcing it?" And we're having these conversations about it, but when it came to the whole like kid thing, they were like, "I just don't why they keep trying to enforce it." And then I told them that actually Thanksgiving that happened. My aunt went batshit on my sister for not vaccinating her kid, and my nephew's only like 5 years old. And it's available. Yes, it's available, but
For kids that young?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I heard about it like a couple weeks ago, or maybe a little longer than that. But yeah, they just made it that like any age I think can get vaccinated now.
I mean, that conversation just came up in my place with my 11-year-old, and now we got to have that convo pretty soon, because I don't know how he feels. I think he said he wanted to.
Yeah.
But I also just want to sit down with him and be like, all right, let's talk about this. Like, do you know everything, or at least have you done your research, or you know, how do you really feel about this?
Yeah.
Before you just jump into it.
Yeah, because my aunt's kid is 11. And my little cousin, like, I mean, yeah, he's like, 11, 12. And she's like, "Oh, well, like, I vaxxed, I almost said his name. I vaxxed him, and he's fine. He's okay." And in my head, and, like, I'm like, Juan and I are opposite sides of the apartment, and we're the only ones that are not vaccinated there. And I'm about to say something because I did this, like, the head switch, and I'm, like, with the squint. And I look over, and Juan's like, I'm like, I just don't. And he kind of buries himself in the couch. The
asshole is loading.
And then he's just like buries himself in the couch, like, so he can, you know, dodge the fucking bullets and shit that are coming out. And yeah, I kept my mouth shut. I was like, you know what? I took my phone out. I just, you know, let me not say anything. It's like, okay, cool. Your kid didn't have a reaction. You know how many people have reactions? That just means that if your kid had COVID, he would have been asymptomatic. He probably already had it. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's all that really means.
Yeah.
So when I was telling my regulars that shit. I'm like, yeah, like my boyfriend and I were just grateful that we didn't get caught in the fucking fire. Because like my sister's vaccinated. But yeah, we were just worried about that shit. I think my sister's only vaccinated because my aunt forced her to. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it was just too much. I was just like, oh, God. I was praying that this conversation wouldn't come up, and it came up. So,
The one with the family or the one here?
Huh?
The one with your family or the one here?
No, the one with my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was praying that conversation wouldn't come up, and it did. Every time, I think Mother's Day, it fucking came up. And then I got, like...
Well, it's just going to keep happening, man. It's just like the more this happens, other people saying that the one big conspiracy theory is that this shit only comes up at a time where, like, the Ghislaine Maxwell trial is happening, because it's like the perfect distraction. Because this is the type of with the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, that was on TV. You could stream that shit. Yeah. This one isn't even being shown on TV.
Shit, it's not?
It's not. But then you do some digging and some research, and you find out that the one in the Kyle Rittenhouse one is in Wisconsin, and in Wisconsin there's a law, or at least a rule, saying that you can view it. And on top of that, this Ghislaine Maxwell one is a federal case. So federal ones you are not allowed to see. So that's the reason why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Which is crazy in itself, but
that is fucking wild.
and they don't want to fucking influence any jury members and shit off of what could be said.
I mean, it does make sense though.
Yeah. But this is a big one, and I don't know, maybe people are using that as distraction for shit. But that's the conspiracy theory. But that's just, I don't fucking buy that shit. I think she gets off scot-free.
Huh?
I think she gets off like innocent, scot-free. I think nothing happens to her.
Most likely. I forgot that. I'm surprised she's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another thing too.
Let's be real. Oh shit.
But if she does speak up and like, I don't know, that's why it's like, it's a lot of shit that could be found out if she were to just like to speak on it. I don't know.
I can't find it. No, what was I gonna say? No, I was gonna move off this. I was gonna get into awards and shit.
I have those, yes. So
No,
the Grammy,
but not just Grammys. I want to talk about the fucking complete bullshit of the shit that Cardi hosted. The American Music Awards.
Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
So upset. I didn't take I took screenshots, but I don't know where the fuck they are.
Oh. What do you got?
Damn. No, I just said I don't have the screenshots.
thought
But
you
they
just
like
remembered
the nominations, and like Megan fucking won. I forgot what it was. She won like Artist of the Year or Album of the Year. I forgot. She won in a category that her and like any of the nominees, it just none of it made sense.
Well, I heard that what happened with Doja Cat, like for R&B album.
What really?
Yeah, like
The
she should
fuck?
have been. In
Oh
pop,
yes, that I saw too.
should have been in pop category, and Jasmine Sullivan, who had a definite R&B album, didn't win or was overlooked at.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So people were bringing that up, like that was a thing.
Yeah,
last week.
that's fucking weird.
As far as AMAs go, but
right,
Grammys.
Grammys.
The
I'm gonna
Grammys,
write
man.
down what we predict.
All right, so we got the categories I got are, and before I mention that, want to mention New York Times posted Jay-Z has become the most nominated artist in Grammy history.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He's been tied with Quincy Jones for 80 nods, but with this year's ballot, he has a total of 83 nominations, and he's won 23 Grammys in his career so far.
Yeah.
So that's fucking crazy, man. Shout out to Jay. Hove.
All
right, man. So categories, we got best rap song,
All right. Wait. Okay, go.
best rap album.
Oh, I thought you were gonna start listing them out.
Okay.
All right, go.
Best rap song.
Mm-hmm.
We got Bath Salts. That's DMX featuring Jay-Z and Nas.
Mm-hmm.
We got Best Friend, Sweetie featuring Doja Cat, which I think was a surprise nomination in that category.
Yeah.
Family Ties, Baby Keem and Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Got Jail, Kanye featuring Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
And we got My Life, Cole featuring 21 Savage and Moray.
Who do you got?
Oh, for this song, man, you know what? To me, it goes to either Cole or Keem.
Same. Yeah.
I feel like My Life got that potential. You know, it sounds, it's a nice, paying homage song to the original one with Styles and Pharoah Monch.
Yeah.
But Family Ties is like, like the new school coming in. And, and Kendrick right there at the forefront of it all.
I think I'm gonna go with Family Ties.
Okay.
So I put you down for Family or My Life, right?
Yeah.
All right, next.
Yeah, it's tiebreaker for me. All right, let's go to best rap album.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So we kind of talked about this last night.
Yeah.
With Johnson and Villa, and pretty much all these albums showed up in one way or another. So we got The Off Season by Cole, Certified Lover Boy by Drake. Excuse me, Certified Lover Boy was not in any of our lists.
No, not at all.
Not at all. So I take that back.
Yeah.
But 4 out of 5. King's Disease 2 by Nas, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler the Creator, and Donda by Kanye West. This is pretty tough, man. I don't know the judging on this, obviously, but if I had to pick one album, aside from Certified Lover Boy, all these albums were dope. So it's really hard to pick.
I would say either okay, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be either Nas or Tyler for me.
Nas or Tyler? I don't see Nas winning 2 years in a row.
No.
I just don't see it happening. So at that point, you give it to Tyler.
So are you saying Tyler?
I would say Tyler. I don't think Cole had a better album than Tyler. As good as the off season was, I don't think it was better than Tyler's. How you feel?
Damn it, I can't decide. I really liked King Disease too. Fuck. I'm gonna just go with a tied. I'm tied up. So Nas or Tyler. So either way, I might win.
Let me ask you, with
What's
all the albums that we talked about last night, and from the top 10 that you can remember, from me, Johnson, and Villa, do you feel like any one of these should be taken off and replaced with another one that we mentioned last night?
Drake.
And who would you replace it with?
Oh, it's I don't know.
Because I imagine this is the year people are gonna be like, yo, this so and so got snubbed.
No. Apparently, people are talking about that, but I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen any like legit ones.
I seen a tweet saying everybody's talking about being snubbed, like people being snubbed, but this is actually a pretty good list or some shit. But I haven't really seen anybody like talking about snubs. You know what I mean?
I can see
It's
people
like
saying like Baby Keem being snubbed. I can see that, but I'm like,
I don't know if he
off?
deserves to be on the list.
Yeah, I would say like, who would you take off?
Drake. Obviously, that's not a question.
If that was the one, okay.
Yeah, Certified Lover Boy was trash, but I just don't know who would replace him. There's a lot of good shit out there. I don't know. I would like. I really, really fuck with Mick Jenkins. I just don't know if he's like up in that category though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's a good fucking album. That shit is beautiful as fuck, but I don't think it belongs in it. Oof. I got a little ahead of myself.
For me, it's got the replay value.
Mm-hmm.
And we said like before, like that's like a big category for us.
No, it's a strong album.
Yeah.
I just don't think it would ever be Grammy nominated.
Yeah. But off of these 5, my choice is Tyler.
Yeah, I just don't think Mick is big enough to like to be part of that.
Be part of that. Okay.
Just because it's the Grammys, like they don't really, yeah. All right, next.
Fair enough. Okay, so we got well, I did have R&B album and R&B performance, but they're also
Did you get the best melodic rap performance?
And best rap performance as well.
Wait, hold on. Wait, do you have the melodic? There's 2, rap performance and then melodic rap performance.
I have both.
Okay, so go with melodic first.
Okay, so best melodic rap performance. We got Cole featuring Little Baby, Pride of the Devil. We got Doja Cat, Need to Know, which I actually just heard for the fucking first time last night, which is fucking crazy. The fact that I just saw that it's nominated now, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough selection.
That shit's fire.
Industry Baby, Lil Nas X featuring Jack Harlow, which I went back and listened to that just to get that song and figure how it sounds. What's Your Name by Tyler, always loved that one. And Hurricane by Kanye West featuring The Weeknd and Lil Baby. So Lil Baby on this one twice, man. Shout out to Lil Baby. Shit, man.
I don't know.
Because the category is melodic rap performance.
Pride of the Devils, yeah, I can see that. It's melodic. But I would go more with, like, Need to Know. Industry Baby, I never heard.
You definitely heard it.
I probably have.
You definitely have, but like bits and pieces of it.
The Tyler joint, I'm trying to remember it right now. I only heard it when it came out. I don't remember that song right now.
Wish I could play it.
What you got? What you think?
Best melodic rap performance. Pride of the Devil, Need to Know, Industry Baby, What's Your Name, or Hurricane.
Yeah,
Doja.
I knew it.
We got Villa in the background saying Doja
I would
Cat,
probably, yeah.
I feel like that too, bro. I can't lie to you.
For melodic rap, I would probably go with
She kind of killed that shit.
Need to Know is fire.
She killed that shit. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Is that? Yeah, I would definitely go with that one. All right,
I guess see Doja Cat winning that. Yeah, she was talking crazy on that.
Are we both going for Doja?
That's crazy. I can't believe I would pick Doja, but this is melodic rap. Like, yeah, she's got.
It's melodic.
She sound better than all them niggas.
Melodic, yeah.
Like real talk.
It makes sense.
If we talk about melodies.
He is, but still, I don't know.
Yeah, hold on me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cole's trying to hit those notes. He was trying.
Yeah.
Ride the devil, hold on me.
All right,
Tried that nigga from Creed. Yeah,
a little bit.
pride is the devil. He got a hold on me.
All right, next.
All right.
Best rap
Just
performance.
best rap performance.
Yeah, we both picked Doja, right? I just want to make sure.
For
All right,
melodic.
cool.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
now. Rap
All right,
performance.
excuse me. Best rap performance. We got Family
We still
Ties.
don't know what this category really means, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We have to look that up. Like what song of the year versus record of the year. What that means. I don't know if you can look that up while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
If you can Google that. I want to see if there's a clear
Well, no, that's
definition.
not. No, I'm questioning performance. Remember, we did that last year. I think we even did that the year
like
before.
the difference between song and performance.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think it's how it performs. No, I don't know.
Like the live performance of it, as opposed
No,
to
I'm
the
thinking
song.
numbers wise. I always thought that. I just assumed that.
Oh, that's like unfair. You might as well just give that to whoever like hit number one, or who's number one the longest. That's fucking crazy. All right, but best rap performance, Family Ties.
What am I looking up again? I forgot. Oh, song versus record.
Yeah, Baby Keem featuring Kendrick. We got Up, Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
We got My Life, J. Cole, 21 Savage, Moray. Way Too Sexy, Drake, Future, Young Thug, and Thot Shit, Megan Thee Stallion.
Found it. Okay,
So best
before
rap
we do
performance
that-
right here, man. If we're going with rap performance, for me it's a tie between Cardi B and Baby Keem. That Up song by Cardi B, like that shit was like, I want something, not a hit, but it was just as catchy as it gets for like a hip hop song. Like, I could see that played in a lot of places. Like it had that type of like vibe.
I would go. I mean, that's everybody's.
It had that commercial appeal to it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with Baby Keem, even though I don't know what rap performance of the year it means.
Yeah.
Actually, let me look at that. Grammy Award, Wikipedia. Damn it. I just saw this. All right, so Record of the Year is awarded for a single or for one track from an album. Song of the Year is also awarded for a single or individual track, but the recipient of this award is the songwriter who actually wrote the lyrics and or melodies to the song. Song in this context means the song as composed, not its recording.
Okay.
So when it's like Record of the Year, it goes to the artist, technically, I guess.
Oh, when it's a song, it's everybody involved in the making of it.
Possibly.
Got you. All right. That makes more sense.
Like who has the
I fuck
Record
with
of the
that.
Year as an artist, and then song, it's everybody.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Like your song may have sounded better than mine, but I wrote the shit out of my song, and my team deserves the credit for it. Yeah, I got you. I like that.
All right. I'm looking up performance
I
awards.
fucks with that.
Okay. Yeah. The performance awards are just that. The performance. Through recording might be a better way to say it. Though recording, sorry, where the song awards the composition. Composition, yeah. In other words, an artist could have a totally great song, but totally tank the performance and recording of it. But maybe, just maybe, the song could still get a nod.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the performance awards are given. Sorry, the award is given to everyone involved in the song.
Okay.
That's so.
I always feel like best rap performance.
So Record of the Year and Performance of the Year are the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Baby Keem. No, I don't know. Cardi. I'm going with Cardi. I changed my mind. Going with Cardi.
Now, just for shits and giggles,
Yes.
I want to read you the categories for or the nominees for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. Now that we know the definition. And I just want to get your idea, because I'm going to listen to all these just to get a sense of, like, what the Grammys deem is, like, what they
Right.
feel is
Song
top
of the Year. Good.
Song of the Year.
I don't know any of these.
We got Bad
Some of them.
Habits by Ed Sheeran.
Uh-huh.
A Beautiful Noise by Alicia Keys featuring Brandy Carlisle. Or Brandy Carly.
Yeah.
Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo.
Mhm.
Fight for You by her.
Mhm.
Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA. Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. Call Me By Your Name, Montero by Lil Nas X. Peaches by Justin Bieber. And Right on Time by Brandy Carly.
I'm picking Silk Sonic or the Justin Bieber song.
I'm picking Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic, or Kiss Me More.
Kiss Me More is a really good one. It's just Peaches has been playing everywhere.
Right, I guess that's kind of, like the song that you always hear all the time, but I have heard Kiss Me More a lot as well.
True. I don't know, I'm going with those two, and then you're going with Silk or Kiss Me More.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, now we got Record of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I Still Have Faith in You. What the fuck? Hold up a second. Let me see. This is writing is small as shit. Jesus Christ. By ABBA.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I Still Have Faith in You by ABBA.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom by John Baptiste.
Mm-hmm.
I Get a Kick Out of You, Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Peaches by Justin Bieber. Right on Time by Brandy Carlisle. Or was it Carly? Oh, no, it was Carlisle the whole time. My bad. Kiss Me More, Doja Cat and SZA. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Montero, Lil Nas X. Driver's License, Leave the Door Open. So pretty much the same thing,
Same
minus
shit.
like
Minus
Freedom,
a couple, yeah.
Still Have Faith in You, and the Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga shit.
I'm going with Silk or Kiss Me More. At least I get one
I'm
of them.
going with Silk.
Silk, heard.
Silk, yeah.
All right, next.
That was it for that. Unless you want to do Best New Artist.
I don't know half of them, so no. Actually, no, I don't know most.
Yeah, I read them last night, and you guys didn't know.
No.
half of
Album
them.
of the year. We Are, John Baptiste. Love for Sale, the Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Justice, Justin Bieber. Doja Cat, Planet Her. Donda, Kanye West. Billie Eilish. It's Eilish, right? Not Eilish? Eilish. Happier Than Ever. Back of My Mind, Hurt, Lil Nas X. And then we have Olivia Rodrigo, and then Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift again? Shit, man. Like I said, I
That's
just
a
started
dangerous
hearing
category for her, bruh.
I just started hearing the Doja Cat album. I'm gonna be surprised at that one, but I haven't heard the other ones. I know that Olivia Rodrigo had a crazy
Ow,
year.
fuck my foot. Ow.
I know Lil Nas X had a surprisingly good album from what people were saying.
I would say Doja or Little Nas X.
Yeah, I could see Kanye winning this shit.
I don't, just because it's Kanye.
Wait, think he won't win it at all?
I don't see it. I also don't think it's album of the year. I think it's up there, but I don't know.
Or his rap album or album in general?
Album in general,
Okay.
like it's up there for me, but album of the year, I don't see that. I don't think they would give it to him.
Okay, bet.
It's possible, but there are projects out there that are better.
Okay, bet.
And the fact that Tyler's not on here is a little upsetting.
Very, yeah. Very.
That's upsetting because he makes it for rap album, but he doesn't. I'm sorry, but Tyler is better than Kanye.
I agree.
So why is he not? Yeah.
Good point.
So I don't know.
Because now with that, like they're assuming that Kanye's just gonna take the rap album of the year category.
Yeah, actually, you can
Right,
assume that.
If
Yeah.
anyone else besides Kanye wins rap album of the year, then it's like he doesn't deserve to be on album of the year,
True. Yeah.
right?
So it's it's highly likely that he'll probably get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, can we take a quick 2-minute break?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh shit. All right, we are back. Okay, so where are we starting with? What are we starting with? Oh, I just seen something. So apparently Michael Strahan. We're back, babe.
Oh.
Apparently Michael Strahan is going into space.
Oh, I did hear about that actually. Yeah.
I'm gonna play this little clip.
Yeah.
All right, George, here we go. In less than 3 weeks, on December 9th, I will be blasting off in the next Blue Origin space launch. There you go. Going to space.
Wild to me.
You're a brave man, Michael. And I know you've already been preparing for this.
Yeah, I have been preparing for this. And you know what? You guys can take a look at my preparation for this journey.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's like 5 minutes long.
Strahan's gonna boldly go where no gap has gone before.
I knew a Gap fucking joke was on the way. I knew
Gap
it.
phone was there.
So yeah, Michael Strahan's fucking going into space. I don't know how I feel about it. I honestly don't. It sucks.
He's gonna be thousands of miles above. I don't know how far, but miles above Earth, and still it won't be a bigger gap as the one between his teeth. Hey, by the way, the
you
curtains
leave.
got a little bit.
Oh
You
no.
keep moving a little bit. Sorry. Oh, and lights.
Oh shit. Again.
That happened before with the. It's in the clip too.
Yeah, I saw.
I saw, and we changed color on top of it too, which is great.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I saying? I forgot now.
Oh, Strahan.
Oh yeah. So Strahan, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't.
You don't know how you feel about what? Just him as a celebrity going into space?
Yeah.
Why?
It's Strahan.
What's wrong with that?
I'm a little scared for
Well, I
Strahan.
mean, fuck, the dude from fucking Virgin, that guy went.
Mm-hmm.
Bezos did it. Why can't another person do it?
I'm just scared. It's Strahan, man.
Why can't a former Super Bowl winner do
He's
it?
Giants royalty, and I'm a little afraid.
You're afraid of him?
Yeah, I'm afraid for him.
Well, what if Bezos had fucking died out in space? That would have been fucking crazy. World would have been a very different place without the Amazon dude.
True, I guess.
Think about it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Strahan, people would have, mourned him, of course.
But there would have been, probably, discounts in his... Let me stop.
Let me stop. That's mean as fuck.
That's
anyway.
mean. No, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, it's cool, I guess. Yeah, they're showing... he's, in a suit and everything, and they're...
He's doing that.
Yeah, he's
good
doing all
for
that
him,
whole
man.
shit.
Some other shit I just heard crazy, too. LeBron James, despite being vaccinated, has tested positive for COVID-19.
I mean, we already knew that, though.
No, it just got reported now.
No, but I know, people, they get vaccinated and they still get COVID.
Oh, yeah, but it's just the fact that he did. It's a big
okay.
deal right now that LeBron James, biggest athlete in the world, is tested positive for
That fight,
COVID-19.
so I missed the fight. 3 times. I missed it 4 times. I missed it in the actual game that we had on all the fucking TVs.
Mhm.
Then I missed it when they did the replay, and then I missed it 2 more times when the news was covering it. So upset.
What, the when he hit the guy?
Yeah, and then how they both got suspended.
Yeah, he missed the game, which was the game against the Knicks, which sucked.
Yeah, I mean, he was suspended, though. It's not like he missed it. He just...
Well, yeah, but that's the game he missed.
Yeah,
for being
yeah.
suspended. The game
Yeah.
against the Knicks, yeah.
Yeah, that one. I was pretty... Everybody, it was fuck, are we already kind of know what's going to happen without LeBron?
Yeah, so he's going to be missing at least 10 days, which is probably going to equate to at least about 7 games at least.
That's a lot. Damn.
Yeah, probably.
On top of, the 1 or 2 he's missing from the suspension. I don't know how long he was suspended for.
No, 1 game.
Oh, it's just one game?
The game
That's
against
it?
the Knicks, yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, 11 games 8 games he's missing.
Yeah, most likely, yeah, so.
It's fucking
Crazy.
wild. Do you have anything until we get into the next segment? I don't think I have anything small, small subject or anything.
Small subjects. Nah. I think we're straight right now. Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, Cheaps.
I'm trying to.
Villa, you want to come back next week?
Jesus, guys.
Nice. You got it. All right, so shit we watched.
Shit we watched, man. We should have a segment, a little drop
Hot
for the
cheese.
segment.
Huh?
You should have a drop for the segment.
We should have a drop.
Shit we watched.
Villa, you did our intro. Do you want to come up with a drop for shit we watched?
Shit
Little jingle.
we watched.
Let me not eat into the...
Shit we watched
No, he has to get on the mic and say it.
on a weekly basis. Thank you.
We have to get him on the mic, bro.
Shit. So, does my voice not work for that?
No.
Is-
What? Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, wait,
Shit
are you guys
we
harmonizing? No, he wants to ghostwrite it. That's it.
I gotta film you singing it, and you gotta do the whole thing when you put your hand on the headphone all the time. Shit we watched.
No, but maybe the other hand just keeps going up and shit.
On a weekly basis. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is shit we watched.
Anyway,
I got the snort.
so shit.
That's right.
That was good. That was a good one. I should get a ding sound, so anytime you make me snort.
Anytime you snort, yeah.
Ding. Huh?
Shit we watched. Shit. What?
No, I have to
Bro,
record. I
it's
have to
Sade's
record you
talking.
doing this right now. I have to record you. All right, so next time this we're recording, and next time I'm gonna play the drop, and it'll be Villa, and it could be you guys, both you guys singing the jingle.
Shit.
Right?
What?
We're I'm not fucking around. We're recording that today. I want to hear no shit.
My God, this is white cheddar. Wow.
The hot cheese is fire as fuck. Anyway, so shit we watched.
Shit I watched, and we both watched, actually. I don't even know. I didn't ask you before.
Yeah, let's move on.
Hawkeye? Hawkeye. Let's talk about it. What's up?
Let's talk about
How do you
it.
feel about it?
One, I'm upset that you have me watching this show before it's done. Because now I'm
Oh,
just
that's right.
like,
You don't.
I don't watch before
That's
it's done.
Right. I forgot.
But I felt like when you hit me up and you said, did I just hear something?
No, it was me opening.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard like a door open or something. When you hit me up and you said like, oh, like, you know, we're watching I'm like, okay. So I watched the first 2 episodes. God damn, he's getting old. Clinton's getting old, man.
He's getting old.
Yeah.
He's deaf.
Mm-hmm.
But this is following a comic book storyline.
Yeah.
You know, which is fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
I like the title sequence. I think one of the dopest ones I've seen so far.
It reminded me of Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, where it tells a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even like the cartoon part of it, with the arrow and just everything about it reminded me, because Catch Me If You Can, in the title sequence and in the actual title, they have all the arrows and everything's moving, you know, all that shit. That was really dope. That shit was fucking fire.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I love that shit. The girl playing Kate Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. I think she's great.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's pretty fucking
fire,
dope.
yeah.
And I don't know what they're gonna be doing with her going forward. Like if they're gonna do this like Young Avengers type deal, but I can see her being as like one of the main characters on that show because she's got like, you know, star appeal.
Well, she's gonna be the new. I don't know, who is she gonna be. She's gonna be I think she's gonna be like the new Hawkeye or Ronin, technically.
I don't think Ronin. I don't think that. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't read that comic.
No, I don't know. But Ronin has like a bigger storyline in the comics, obviously.
Yeah.
So like I was confused because I don't really remember Ronin. Like I knew the name, and I know it's, you know, different from like the actual the guy with the blue, you know, or the black. I mean, the blue guy with the black. Like he was in Captain Marvel, and like a couple of the other Avengers. He was Ronin, or like it was with an A instead of an I.
Oh,
With the hood?
You're right. Yeah,
The
yeah,
alien?
Yeah, yes.
With the hood?
Yes.
At first I'm like, I know they're not talking about him. Then they said his name again, and I actually looked at the captions. I wasn't paying attention, and I looked at the caption, and it said I, and I'm like, that name sounds so
I forgot
familiar.
they both had the same name. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so I looked it up, and that's when I realized, like, oh shit, because I haven't seen fucking I haven't seen what was that, Endgame, when they showed Clint going crazy.
Yeah,
as Ronin?
they show him again.
I think that was Endgame. So that was the only time I was like, oh shit, like, okay, now it makes sense. But when I looked it up, he has like a whole storyline as Ronin. I just don't know if anybody assumes him. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with Kate Bishop, but I feel like she's gonna become somebody.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's right for her to be the next Hawkeye, like the next Hawkeye, but like a different name.
Like Hawk Girl.
Something more clever, hopefully.
Yeah.
There's no Hawk Girl, is there?
No, there's a. I feel like there is in DC. I think there's Hawk Guy and Hawk Girl, I think.
I don't know, but oh my god, this hot cheese is so good, bro. So anyway,
no, I think it was great. I wanted to see. I'm not sure where it takes place or when it takes place. I know it's Christmas, but I don't know if it's the Christmas after like the blip when everybody came back.
It is.
It's the Christmas right after everybody came back.
Yeah, because remember his family. That's what sparked Ronin, because his family was gone.
Right. Okay.
So this is all his entire family disappeared. Then he flipped the fuck out. Then, Endgame, he brings them back up. Remember his wife called?
Right. So
she was gone.
So not much time has passed then.
Yeah. So this is after Endgame. Definitely. Like way after Endgame. like a good amount of time, because they don't talk about the snap.
Okay.
So I think it's a good amount of time after. You see Thanos was right. That's all you see.
Right.
Like on the urinal.
Yeah, Dance was right. That shit was kind of crazy seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of little things too.
And of course, it's the urinal that he chooses.
Oh, yeah.
He's just looking at like, okay.
The whole musical, Rogers the musical.
Yo, that musical was fucking wild. That was
musical,
funny.
Yeah. What else?
The fucking tracksuit guys. That was hilarious.
Tracksuit Mafia, saying bro every time.
That
Yeah,
shit-
bro.
Yeah, bro. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
We got Hawkeye.
We're
we got
looking for
Hawkeye.
Kate Bishop, bro.
I love the nod to Nat. It was a few times because that's definitely something he struggled with. But I love the nod to Nat with not only like Nathaniel, his kid,
Yeah.
but also what was the other one? The catch and release, and his wife is like, "Oh, it's one of Nat's moves."
Yeah.
Yeah, or was it catch and no? It's not catch
The
and
bait and
release.
switch.
Bait and switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bait and switch. I love that part. I don't know who that girl is though. At the end,
It's Echo.
oh, that's Echo.
Echo. Yeah.
I felt like Echo was gonna pop up,
Who's
but I
going to
didn't
be
know if
getting
that
her
was
spinoff
Echo.
series. And I looked into her power. It's pretty much kind of same as Taskmaster, but it's more natural power. Like Taskmaster had
okay.
to be like programmed to do that shit.
Mhm.
She can just like learn your moves like in an instant just by watching you. Like she can see a world famous like master class pianist, and she can learn how to play the same songs in piano just by watching them.
Echo.
Yeah,
That's the
Echo.
name. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know too much. I don't know too much about Echo, but I knew she was tied to Hawkeye. That's it. That's all I remember.
I did not know that, but that's great. And it's just fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's a nice setup. I think it's gonna be just as cool as Falcon and Winter Soldier in the sense of like it doesn't really affect the MCU that much, but like a couple of little things will like be apparent.
I
and
think
present.
it'll probably be more almost like an intro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was WandaVision. Technically, it was just to show like her transformation to Scarlet Witch. So when she appears as Scarlet Witch, it's like, oh, how did that happen? You know?
Yeah, because this is in essence this is like a good origin story for Kate Bishop, and a nice like send off for Clint.
Mm-hmm.
It's both.
Oh, it's like we just watched that.
What?
It's like Black Widow, where they're introducing her sister, and they kind of.
Okay, so it's like another one like that. Yeah.
But it's present where Black Widow is the past,
Yeah.
in a sense.
So the past and the future.
No, it wasn't the past. What am I talking about?
So-
That was way before the snap. Yeah.
So it's the past and the future meeting in the present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fuck with that. And I do enjoy how Kate, they had the flashback scene where it was the Battle of New York,
Mm-hmm.
and she was watching that whole scene where Clint shot
Falls
down
out,
that
yeah.
Shatori. Yeah, like
That shit, and I remember that. I believe that exact scene is in the movie too.
yeah, they played it back. They moved it around a different angle and shit. to
Yeah,
make
I
it
thought
seem
that
like
shit was so
Yeah,
fucking
that was
fire.
great. That's the little things that Marvel does that just like
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes me a fan.
Yeah, because
They pay
like they
attention
did
to
that. They
detail.
did that with Loki. They replayed a bunch of scenes and shit like that.
Oh yeah, just
The
him
different
waking
angles.
up in the
Mhm.
desert with the whatever they put on his mouth when they captured him at the end of the first Avengers movie. Just like that little attention to detail.
Yeah,
That's what makes you a fan.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you pick up where we left off.
yeah, and then also what was it? And it gives a good like time placement where you don't have to find out like a few minutes into the show now, or or just movie in general. You don't have to find out like, oh, okay, this is time placement.
Yeah.
Like with Black Widow, I knew it was somewhat in the past. I mean, of course it's in the past, but like I didn't know where it was placed until I saw the box of blonde dye.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, so this is in between this. Okay, got it. And then you see her walking away with the blonde hair. So I'm like, all right, gotcha.
I think it's gonna be a dope series. I think it's gonna be cool. I think something will pop up. I think maybe we'll see Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character show up again.
Possibly.
You
I
never
don't
know.
think, and I said this in the past, I don't think Nat's sister, what's her name? Nat's sister.
So got a fucking Russian name.
I don't know. But Nat's sister, I don't think she's gonna appear, because I did say this in the past when we watched Black Widow, that she was gonna appear in this. I don't think she's gonna appear,
Not in this one.
because once I saw Echo, or I don't know if that was Echo, but once I saw her, I'm like, okay,
They got their female quota.
yeah, so like not their female, but they have their villain.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be multiple villains in this.
Yeah.
Like they have somebody that for him to fight. So I just don't like. Okay, there's the real issue. Because once he got the suit, I'm just like, all right, then. Like what else is there? Like that's it. Like there has to be more. And then he did the whole bait and switch thing or bait whatever. I just don't. Yeah, she'll probably be saved for like a movie.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Young Avengers, or whatever the fuck they got to do. Maybe she's in the evil shit. You're right. The Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We talked about that too.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's with Julia Louis-Dreyfus' characters. The
I can't wait for this.
Captain
stuff.
America dude. Her. Yeah.
Up guy. Up looking motherfucker.
Okay. But should we watch other than that from me? Caught up on Big Mouth. Finished the newest season. That shit was great. Currently watching F is for Family, the final season. That shit is always good. They put a nice little bow on that to finish that up. And got to get back into You. Yeah.
You have to. Well, I mean, I'll talk about it now. Like when I was watching it with Elby and Saint, like we had to talk about it. And I just feel like, again, Elby brought a good point where you see these two people and how they were raised. And how, if you think about it, anybody could at some point, like you choose, like everybody has, not everybody, but like you go through life and you have a like fucked up childhood, right? And then, you're living your life, and then at some point, either you go down, you go to the left or you go to the right. And somehow they just they grew up differently, but they both,
But fate brought them together?
No, fate made them killers.
Ah, okay.
In that sense, where you're just like, oh, okay. Like you chose. It's almost like in trying to figure that, we were talking about like, did they choose to be killers? Does Joe choose to be fucking psychotic? And, and convincing himself he has a reason to kill everybody that he does. And then you try to and like we were trying to figure it out, and it's like, well, and we talked about our own shit, and I'm like, I really don't see that. Sorry, I thought I had this on fucking silent. I really don't like when you watch it, you'll kind of pick up on it where it's not like it's I mean, it's like super underlying, but then you like because they keep going back to Joe's childhood, and there's somebody else in the show that is a killer, where you don't really figure out. Is you kind of find out about their childhood, but you don't. Okay. Just like, so how is it? And Elby's reasoning was like, oh, the person was neglected. Had to be like, and this person's rich, has money, complete opposite from Joe, but was neglected. Just almost the same. Parents were in their lives, but still neglected, and being around the parents fighting and all this and that. Right. But the person has a sibling that actually is the sane one. Like, the person doesn't kill, he does some drugs, but like, yeah. Okay. Like normal-ish to like, a normal, like, to the outsiders.
It's going to be nice to talk about with you once I see it.
Oh, you have to see it so bad. You have to see it. But we were talking about like, I told him like, I've been through some shit, but I would have never in my life thought like nothing that I've been through gives me a reason to kill anybody. Well,
our trauma makes us all do different shit. Mm-hmm. I think if we were all in a situation like you, me, like LB saying, if we were all in a very similar traumatic situation, I think we would all end up reacting differently towards it. I don't think we'd all like be affected the same way.
True. Everybody goes through, different strokes for different folks.
Someone might end up with murderous rage. Another person just may like feel numb to everything. Another person just may be depressed all the time. Another person just may feel like they had a whole revelation and just like found God.
I'm definitely the numb one.
There's definitely different ways to handle it.
I'm definitely the numb one. Jesus,
you
Mary
think so?
Joseph, just stop fucking texting me.
You can't just turn on the volume on that?
No, I forgot to put Do Not Disturb. I did it. Oh. I'll edit them out.
You would be the person with murderous rage?
No, numb.
Oh, numb. Yeah.
When I was younger, I did. I don't know if I should say it. I'll say it anyway. I did chase somebody with the knife.
My brother did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were playing. We had a basketball hoop.
I have no urge to chase anybody with a knife. I'm just saying. I'll look at all cameras and say that.
We had a basketball hoop.
Even the one that's not on me.
And we were shooting hoops. And my little brother was there shooting with us. And this one kid shot the ball and missed. and it bounced off the rim onto my brother's face. We were all laughing. He took it like it was on purpose. He ran inside, grabbed the knife out the kitchen drawer, and went back outside and traced this kid with a fucking butcher knife, and I had to stop him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was
No,
my brother.
I had a chef knife, and the person, it was my sister. She kept fucking with me, and she's laughing. I'm chasing her around the apartment, down the stairs, out the door. Literally, there's that door. I don't know if the new people did anything with that door, but that door had a nick where I put the knife, just there.
Jesus.
So whenever I was the youngest, man. I was always bullied my entire life.
That's what I think it was. Yeah, my brother was young, and he felt like he was being bullied at the time, and that was the only thing he thought of at the time to defend himself. Mm-hmm. And I'd never seen that side of him before either, and haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
But it was that moment, for whatever reason, him getting hit in the face with a basketball off a missed shot. Like, he thought it was on purpose. Like, I threw it at him, but it was just a missed shot. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
And he just fucking went into a murderous rage and ran right inside, grabbed the knife,
That's
and
fucking
chased this
wild.
nigga. Yeah. Chased my boy Walter and just around the fucking court. Yeah, man. Poor guy, man. Poor Walter.
Oh, poor Walter.
Poor Wally.
Nah, I mean, like, I get it on some level, but I don't know. Like, and I was telling them how, like, my mom and I, like, we spent the day together a little while ago, and she was my sister was kind of telling her some shit that happened in her past, like shit that I didn't know, and I'm like, damn, that bitch told me everything. Like, I didn't even know about that. And my mom's crying and shit, and she's like, I just don't know what to do. Like, she's telling me shit that happened to her when she was younger, and I don't, like, I feel bad. Like, these are people I left her with, you know, shit like that.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I was telling them, and in that moment, I'm like, and I'm thinking, like, this is exactly why I never told her anything that happened to me, because then my mom, like, you're literally, like, my sister feels like she's releasing that, but you're not.
You're
not
putting it
just
onto somebody else.
Yeah, you're literally just putting it on to her, who's like, she feels like she can't. She's like, I'm powerless, and that's like the worst feeling in the world, is to be powerless, and that feeling at least. And she's just feeling like what do I do? And I was like, yo, just, it's okay. Just, there's nothing you can do. That was so long ago. Nobody, probably even, like, she was a child, and it was technically that the other people were children. Like, it was just shit that you can't really control.
Man, that's a whole other conversation that we got to save for another day because of time. Where we could take that about empathy and, you know, like when to feel like it's okay to put or to talk about your problems and put them on other people and not make it feel like I'm putting all this on you.
Yeah.
That's a whole other conversation that we can have a whole nother day.
Shit, that's half the time. That's why I don't tell people anything.
So you feel like if you tell me shit like that, it's gonna feel like you're just putting it on me? See, that's why I don't want to take this conversation right now.
In a way, we're not that far. It's fine. But, like, in a way, all we have is if you don't know. It's fine.
Yeah.
We can zoom through that.
What if you don't know?
Yeah, we can zoom through it. Or you don't have one, do, right?
So I can't zoom through it.
Damn, son. No, we can skip it. It's fine. I can't believe you don't have one.
I'll get one quick.
Are you sure?
I'll get one. Yeah.
Okay. But no, like, to me, like, I just feel like when people finally, I feel like we just had this conversation too. Oh, it was probably with Shake. Some people aren't ready. Like, they don't want to hear the answer of how you been. They don't want to hear the answer. So I'll tell, even like my select few that I actually do share with, like pretty much you guys and, you know, like a few other people, like, I still don't tell, because to me it's just I don't know, because I don't want to me I just feel like it's a burden, and I felt like that's what my sister did, was just burden. She probably felt better about it, like that's what Elvie was saying, your sister probably felt better about it. But, like, to put that out on your mom, I'm like, that's why I don't say anything. And then my mom turns around and is like, you know what, like, I apologize for anything. I'm like, no, I turned out fine. You got nothing to apologize for. I mean, yeah, like, childhood was a little rocky, but I'm not no soft bitch. And I got her to laugh. But, I don't know. To me, like, yeah, what you go through in your childhood definitely builds you up. Or it can break you down, but I feel like even in a breakdown, you get, you know, I feel like it's definitely up to, it like builds character, and it's up to you to build yourself back up from it.
Oh yeah.
And if you can't, then you need additional help. Because we've all seen the people that still walk around with mommy daddy issues 30 years, like 20, 30 years later.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you determine how you react to those issues.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that without a doubt. That's why I'm not.
It also makes me feel like I know a lot more killers than I think I do.
But I guess you also never know when someone really wants to know how you're doing.
Oh, that too? Yeah, no, I don't know.
Sometimes people just say it just to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing?
Like, I know, like, if my mom asks me, obviously she wants to know. But then do I really put that on her? Yeah. Or just anybody in general?
No,
like,
well,
when you know...
There's times I've asked you, hey, how are you doing? And you just give me the straight up...
Yeah, because I know you want to know.
Yeah, I want to know.
But my thing is like, nah.
Sometimes you don't want to tell me. More than half the time, you don't want to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
I
see that now.
Yeah. I'm also somebody who internalizes, which is not... I don't recommend it. It's not ideal.
We can have a whole fucking episode of how you make me feel when I try to talk to you and try to get you to open up. That's a whole episode in itself.
I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't.
You're one of those friends for me that I just have one of the hardest times trying to get to open up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Usually it's the other way around. People with my friends have a hard time getting me to open up.
Mm-hmm.
With you, I have no problem telling you shit because I've already been through that shit with you.
Yeah.
But getting you to fucking open up with me is just like sometimes it's fucking ridiculous. Like I'm just like I can't talk to this girl. It's bad enough we don't talk throughout the week.
We talk throughout the week.
But not as much as we could
No,
because
not
we always
as
say
much,
like,
yeah.
oh, we're potting. Stop. Oh my god.
No, because we end up doing it. Yeah.
So any conversation like this,
Uh-huh.
it's like, all right, because this is a conversation that I want to have off air, but fuck it, we have it on air. But it's like,
I wouldn't mind.
It's just ridiculous sometimes to try to talk to you, and then I feel like,
but you know, pod or not pod, that's how I am. Or I said not pod, no pod. Sorry.
pod
or no pod.
I don't get to know that because it feels like to me, it feels like you talk to everybody else so much besides me because I'm the person you do this with.
No, I talk to you the most.
And that's the part that surprised me when you said that last time.
Oh, yeah, no. He was like, how fucking sad. He laughed about it.
And that was my way of fucking internalizing. I'm like, oh, shit, I feel bad now.
No, I talk to you the most. It's not that...
It's ridiculous when you think about it that way. That's why.
I think
crazy
it's...
to think about.
There are times where, you know what, I feel like venting. I feel like talking. And like that, like I'll go to. That's how I ended that one time going to the greenhouse, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's a safe environment." Why did I never thought about? Like, yeah, they even said it to me. They're like, "Why the fuck? Like, you've been holding this shit in. You could easily just talk to us like months ago about this." It's like, "Oh yeah." So they always, it's like it's shit like that where I realize, oh, I actually do have more people than I thought that I could talk to you about certain shit like that.
Like, you always do. I do. Like
yeah.
I know with Saint, with LB, with Villa, I have, people I can speak to.
Yeah.
And everything like that. I don't have to internalize shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something that doesn't involve them at all, I can reach to them to just get a outside the box perspective.
Yeah.
And I always appreciate that too. Cuz it's not, even if it's not advice that I'll take, it's just nice to know, to hear another side of the story that I may not have seen before.
Yeah.
That'll help me in my decision.
Yeah.
So that's always important to have.
I just think I've internalized for so long that it's hard for me to figure out.
We also did talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish up.
No, I'm done.
No, you talked about. Well, I know I'm gonna do that as soon as I can, but I feel like you should just look into therapy.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody at work about it, and he was like, he recommended his therapist, but when I asked it, it's a white guy, and I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, he's really cool. But then this guy, he's like, he's very understanding and this and that. And this kid, he was like, even like what, millennial problems. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, you're 22. I had to do the math in my head. I'm like, you're not a millennial. So no, I don't want to see this guy.
Yeah. True.
So to me, I'm just like, no, you got the wrong generation. And if you're saying he's going to understand you, he probably won't. I'm like,
Yeah.
No, yeah. I need to see a minority.
And plus, I'm not totally...
I don't care if it's a man or a female.
Yeah, me neither. But I'm not totally 100% cool with the idea of just telling a random stranger my issues.
Same.
And paying... The only reason that they care is because I'm paying them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be able to analyze what I'm saying better than other people and just be like, all right, this is what's wrong with you. I think it's caused by this because of an issue you had when you were younger. You should look into this.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay, I paid for that, but still, it's like, I don't know, it's just not authentic enough to me, you know what I mean?
Because
but maybe it shouldn't have to be. Maybe that's the best reason. Like, you have to speak to those random people that you wouldn't normally speak to in everyday life. That's why a barber, that's why, like, for women, like a nail technician, because those are the people you have those intimate conversations with. Mm-hmm. Like, I have those types of, like, life conversations with my barber. Never something that serious because there's other people around.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what a therapist is in a sense.
It's from like the non-biased, doesn't really know you type of deal.
Yeah, and they specialize in just people. Mm-hmm. And like knowing that it comes from childhood traumas.
Yeah, like my friend, he swears by his therapist, and it's funny because sometimes he'll tell me, he's like, "You sound a lot like her." So he's telling me, I'm like, "Oh, maybe she's saying something that's some real shit. That's why."
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, he said that his therapist it's funny. He said his girl has asked about his therapist, like wanting to see her too, but his girl is also 10 years younger than him and cries so much, which is something I definitely wanted to talk about, but I have to get permission first. So I'm gonna ask for permission to talk about that.
God damn, that sounds.
Oh my God, yeah. But he said, he's like, no, like she's tough as fuck, so she might. I mean, but it's also, I told him, I was like, it's a fucking therapist. Like, aren't you supposed to cry? Like, I think they're expecting that,
Right.
From some people at least. So, but he said that she's been really amazing, and I can tell with him too, like how, you know, like I can see the subtle changes in him and how he's trying to. Sometimes he falls back to being his normal self, and then I can see when he's actually, like, the therapy's kicking in and helping and all that. So yes, it is. It's something I have to look into, but at the same time, I also feel like there's just certain things in my life, in my past, that I'm over with. I don't want to discuss them. I will never bring them back up. And it's kind of, well, I mean, occasionally maybe, but I just don't see myself going back through that. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess if there's something that maybe there's something still there that's causing something in your life right now to happen, it might be important to revisit that, at least to know what it's about, or to nip it in the bud, you know, for closure.
Yeah, like that video that I sent you.
Yeah.
Right? And I sent it to Velvet too. Like childhood traumas and how if they're still affecting you or not, and like all, like, I guess the symptoms or, you know, whatever. And I kind of hit some of those, and I kind of felt disrespected by that reel. I really did.
It's come from somewhere. Like, sometimes when I think about it, like, and I never thought that it would, like, pertain to me, but I kind of thought about it because I went through similar situations. It's like, all right, like, knowing that my mom and dad didn't work out because my father cheated, that somehow went over to me, and that's why whenever I cheated, I didn't feel as bad because I was just continuing a cycle that was happening before me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like it was meant to happen.
Yeah.
I was meant to just cheat on my girlfriend and not give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
And it's like it only happened to me because I got cheated on, and the pain that I felt from it, when I started doing it, I felt numb.
Yeah.
I didn't feel as bad as I should have. Because I was like, all right, what happened to me, I'm just going to do it to somebody else. And it's like, people don't know at the time. It's like, all right, that's pretty traumatic. That's pretty toxic.
Yeah.
And it's
like somehow instilled in you.
And it's instilled, yeah. So it's like, when you think about it that way, it's like, oh, shit, all right.
Yeah, how do you break the cycle?
How do you break the cycle? And how do you, like, prevent your children now from doing this shit?
Yeah, that's how, like, my brother feels that way, even though, like, my own father had more of a hand in raising him. In a sense, he feels like he's going to end up like his father. That's why he doesn't want kids, you know, shit like that. And it's kind of like, you know, at some point, like, that wasn't even really a role model for you.
Yeah.
And yet he's afraid of it because we grew up either with, you know, we grew up with our own generational curses, and then seeing, like, our parents with those same curses. Seeing friends and, you know, shit like that. Like, I had a conversation with one of the regulars. He was telling me, I don't even know how we got onto this. He was telling me how his friend back in, like, I don't know, like 20 something years ago goes to him, says, you know what, I can't do this anymore. And him and his wife were married at 10 years at that point. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to ask for a divorce. I'm done. he goes to have that conversation, and then he's like, the next day my friend calls me. He's like, oh, so how'd the conversation go? He's like, she's pregnant. Now 20-something years later, they're still together. Girl's going off to college. And he said, he was like, the guy's miserable, but at the same time, like he was like, I will say, compared to like, you know, you see these people that are, you know, they stay together for the kids and it fucks up the child. They did really good with not letting it affect the child. But he's just, what is he? He's like, now he's in his 50s. He's like, oh, just fuck this. I'm not, like, I'm comfortable now. It's whatever. And I'm like, damn, like, you just, I don't know.
That's big. It's mature.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't. Like it's not. I don't know. You're still miserable. It's not. That's not. It's not at all.
I guess not.
It's not. No, nothing of that is okay.
You're right. It's not okay. Actually, not that you mentioned it.
Yeah.
It's awareness. Sure.
Self-awareness. You're miserable, but you're comfortable, and you're just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, knowing that you're miserable, but still like being comfortable in it is a different type of pain.
Yeah.
That you're putting yourself
It's
through.
self-inflicted, man.
Yeah, at that point it's self-inflicted. You're right.
That
if you know about it and you're keeping yourself through
When
it.
he told me this story, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I don't know.
But some people are just into toxic so much that they enjoy it, and that's what makes it toxic. Hey man, I've been there.
I was like, did he like fool around or anything? I think he said he did. He was like, yeah, he did a couple times, but was afraid if it got out, it would affect his daughter. And then because he has a daughter, he really wanted to be that, you know, like he wanted to be able to show like an actual relationship to his daughter so she can go and have her own. I'm like, but that's not an actual relationship if he wants to get out.
Yeah.
Because there are times where I have thought about it in the past, like, am I settling for Juan because he reminds me of my father? Am I just kind of repeating a curse myself?
Right. Yeah.
I do love the kid. I do.
That we tend to end up with people that we've seen before growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad that he reminds me of my dad, but then I'll feel like, am I trying to hold on to something? Like I've questioned myself in certain, like, you know, certain aspects like that, but then I realize like, no, like, because you always feel like every decision you make, especially when you have conversations like this, you always kind of like, damn, am I stuck in a loop? Like, do I get out of this? Like, how? Like, you know.
Yeah, and is it even right for you if you do something different?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's to say? Yeah, it's all stuff we got to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, in the meantime, I was going to say, since I'm not going to be able to get a therapist, what I do tend to do very soon, I talk about this all the time, got to do a shroom trip.
Oh, yeah, you have one coming
personal
up.
one-on-one conversation. And that time is coming up. I'm going to be alone for about a good week while the whole family goes to Florida before I go for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Have the house to myself. I have not had a house to myself, in like more than 10 years. I haven't had
be
a
tripping balls,
whole house to
man.
myself.
Be tripping
Whole place.
balls.
I'm supposed to be tripping balls in my house and just going to every room. No, I'll stay out of the rooms that aren't mine, obviously. But all the rooms that I can go into and just chill. Last time, I told you last time I just fucking microdosed. Like I put it into a Powerade bottle and was just sipping and just watched reruns of
Rocco?
No, fucking.
It's all about Rocco because of last night.
No, the four guys that prank each other. What's the name of it?
Oh, the Silent Library? No.
No, the dudes, the guys that prank each other. Oh my god. On True TV. Sal, Joe, Q.
It's not. Oh no, that's not Silent Library, duh. Pranksters. Was it that?
Impractical Jokers.
Oh, Impractical Jokers.
Impractical Jokers. Yeah, they had a whole
Pranksters.
fucking marathon of that shit, like throughout the fucking night.
Yeah.
Till like 6 a.m. I was
My
just
nail
watching
salon
that.
always had that, yeah.
Fucking crying, laughing, watching that shit shroomed out of my fucking mind, just thinking about life and shit. It was like 2 weeks before my kid was born. Yeah.
Popcorn.
Probably do one of those again, and just like, reevaluate everything again, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think last time it brought a lot of clarity into like what I was doing. It got me ready for like round 2 of being a dad. So I think it's important. I think it's good to have. I think for other people, I tell people all the time, like, do it in moderation. Obviously, like don't go crazy and just do a whole thing. But I think for a lot of people, it really opens your shit up, and you have that real conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We went on a fucking tangent, but I think it was good.
It was good.
It's nice to know that. Yeah, I was under the impression that we didn't talk as much as we do. Yes.
No, I'm trying to open up,
It's tough.
but it's
I get
yeah.
it. I get
It's
it.
just because I just so used to. I have to somehow break the loop I'm stuck in of internalizing.
Yeah, you know what it is too. Like I get more. I think another reason about it is too. Like I'm more friends with you now. Like you're one of the people that I'm friends with a lot while I'm having my kids, and with my kids, I'm so much more sensitive now than I used to be.
Yeah.
Like I could be a lot more cold like you before, but with kids, I have to be like caring and like if they get hurt, I have to be like, oh, you okay? Like, or like I've always given positive reinforcement. So it's like everyone I talk to, I'm very like open and warm and kind. So when I'm like that with somebody and they're kind of closed off, I guess I get a little more sensitive to it, more than I should be, or more than
Yeah.
I would used to be. Because if I didn't know you like that and you spoke to me and you were kind of closed off, I'd be like, all right, whatever, no big deal. Now because I know you and because I care about you, it's like, oh, why doesn't she want to talk? That sucks.
Yeah.
And then I get bothered by it because like if it was my own kids, I would fucking hate it.
Oh no, yeah. There
And I
are
think,
moments
yeah.
you dad me.
Yeah, and it's like I don't mean to, but it's just like, oh shit, like, yeah, I come off like a fucking dad. And I think when you have your kids, you'll feel the same way, and you'll be opening up, and you'll see yourself getting more sensitive.
Possibly.
Like it'll just happen, possibly, nigga. Like it's gonna happen. Seeing you as a mom is gonna be crazy. Just you're gonna be so much more nicer and kind-hearted.
He's so much more nicer.
Yeah, like the video, like nigga, you show me a video of the kid that or whatever video LB sent you. My kid does that to me. Like as I'm leaving, I'm just going, love you. He's like, love you. Same
No,
shit.
it was like 30. No, it had to be a whole minute of I love you, I love him.
I love you. Same shit. That's the
Yeah.
same thing's happening as I'm leaving
I
to go to this
texted her. I was
pod.
like, no, my ovaries, no.
Yeah. So imagine, if you're at my house, you seeing that, like as I'm leaving, same shit. So it's like that's why I see that video. I'm like, that's making your heart melt. Like that's what it's like every day after I leave, like especially leaving here or going to work, same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, crazy thing.
that's so cute.
Crazy, man. It's the best feeling in the world.
I'm hoping I kind of warm up because it'd be really bad if I was like this.
It would suck. Yeah, the baby's going, love you. Like, yeah, all right, see you later.
Peace
Going to
out,
work.
kid. Peace out, fucking. Or I just be like, you fucking nerd.
Fucking dork. I'll see you later, all right?
Oh
Are
shit!
you
I mean,
a
no, like
mom style
I'm
asshole?
warm around kids. Like, yeah, I have no problem
Yeah,
doing
man,
that.
come on.
My own, I'll probably melt up.
Yeah, when a kid passes you an imaginary phone and you're not going to answer it, like, come on.
Oh no, yeah, I used to
Have a
always
heart.
answer. I worked at a daycare.
Yeah, you fucking douche. Oh, you worked at daycare at work. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
kids
did
loved
we.
me. Because I was a teacher aide, and the other teachers would be like, "Oh, you
Answering that
can't."
phone, I'm taking messages, like whatever this nigga need.
Yeah, always.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to go fake shopping and everything. I used to fake eat an apple, all that.
They pass you an apple and you fake eat it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Or
dope.
no,
That's
it would
dope.
be like because we had the
Very cool.
grocery setup thing, so like and it was a little cart. So this little girl, her name was Sabrina. She's so fucking cute. And this other little girl, so she was my favorite, and Layla was my favorite. And that's why I want to name if I have a girl, hopefully
Layla.
not. If I have a girl, I want to name her Layla.
I like that.
But that's why their parents loved me. Layla's parents were hood as fuck, and they'd be like, if she acts up, we give you permission. I'm like, I will lose my job. I am not hitting the child. But I'm like, I will report everything she does to you. How about that? They were cool as fuck. And I was the youngest. I was like, I was 16, 17 at the time. And but no, they would do the little shopping thing. And Layla used to always hand me like one of the fruits, and I have to fake eat it, and like I would make a crunch sound too. I don't know, random shit. I don't fucking know.
I was gonna say, you just mentioned before, like you could fucking blow this kid's mind if they pass you a phone and you'd be like, yeah, and they'd be like, you got another call coming in. And fake the three-way and then be like, hello, and just act like it's a whole different person. Be like, yeah, you know what? He is here.
No,
And pass the phone.
no,
The kid won't fucking know what to say.
No, I've done the like, oh, they want to talk to you. No, I've done the whole like, oh, they want to talk to you, to like
Just
get
fuck
out
with
of
the
it.
kid.
No, I don't. These kids are insane. Like they'll have like full conversations, hand me the phone, and then I'd be like, "Oh, it's for me? Okay." No, they want to talk to you again. Like I'd fake talk for like a minute and a half. What? It's raining outside. I didn't even know this. It's raining outside, Layla.
Oh,
And she's
yeah,
like,
I hate- you
look,
gotta
look.
build stories
yeah,
with
the
these
whole
kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean that was cute because they were like 3. They were, they were like between 3 and 4. The kids I used to work with, and when I went upstairs to the 5-year-olds, oh my god, they were fucking annoying.
Oh man.
What is this? What is that? The questions. Questions.
I love being that guy that just people come to and be like, they tell me like they're having a kid. I'm like, oh man, you don't know what's coming to you. I give them the pep talk and everything. I give them the tips on what to buy and stuff. A couple of my rap friends that they're gonna announce it soon. I don't want to blow up the spot, but
Yeah.
they already told me that they're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's dope. So I've just been telling them all about the good stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want to, I'm not gonna tell them about the bad stuff. They can,
No, you
get
should
that on
talk
their
about
own.
the bad stuff.
Well, I mean, sleepless nights. Like there's this. I haven't really gotten good sleep. You don't get good sleep until your kids have a babysitter. That's it. Unless they're at grandma's for the weekend. That's when you sleep.
That's why I was a little tempted when my mom said there was a house across from her for sale.
Yeah, like that's
I
the
was
main
so
thing.
tempted.
Like that's the main fucking
Even
thing.
Saint was like, do you really want to live across the street from your mom? I'm like, man, that's a whole ass babysitter. I get some sleep. What?
No.
I'll hand that bitch her grandchild real quick. Ma.
This is a give and take.
Yeah, he has a playlist.
I had Tribe Called Quest, the playlist. But lately it's just been lullaby. I just been, Alexa, play lullabies. And it's the same fucking lullabies all night.
I'm
man.
playing my kids Jay Zilla
I
beats.
can't do it. Some of them cannot be sampled. I try to do jazz one night just to see what happened, but there's so many random noises. It'll just be some regular shit that I know we're like,
Leo, get over
yeah,
it.
and so it'll wake him up. And 3 a.m, he's just screaming because a random fucking saxophone came on. So yeah, Tribe is just like the dopest shit for him. It's just relaxed.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, but every now and then, like, there's just some shit on a Tribe record that's just like mad noise, and it'll come up in the shuffle. So that
Scenario
happens.
can't be played. That's for sure.
Right? Yeah, certain songs
Yeah.
that just get loud as fuck. Yeah, not everything was jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
My God.
But yeah, that playlist wise, like, just get that shit.
All right, is there anything? Do you want to wrap this episode up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up, man. I don't have. I don't have a fucking.
No, it's fine. We went on long enough. I'll chop some of that off, but
All right,
the
bet.
ending off, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, but off to the side, down on camera, man. Want to thank Villa for joining us today, man. He was playing producer, hung out with us and shit. Appreciate you, man. Got us a couple treats and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. He's actually, yeah, for real.
What?
Villa fried the snacks brought by Villa. And
There's still some popcorn.
yeah,
For you.
and he's gonna be a guest on one of our episodes in the next couple weeks while we review our favorite albums of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We had a very long, lengthy discussion last night and tried to figure out what songs from 2021,
We got heated a couple
albums
times.
from 2021 we felt were the best ones.
Yeah.
So we picked
Johnson
10.
kept trashing on me.
We picked 10. It was
funny.
crazy. It was intense.
It got really, it did get intense. And then you tapped out. You're like, just 5. Just
I
5.
did tap out. I was tired, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. At my
Yeah.
age, I just try to make it home. Like, the goal, I can't tell you. Like,
They
every
can't
week,
hear you.
every week it's a fucking adventure. Every
Yeah.
week it's an adventure of like, how is our time going to be wasted before we can start recording this fucking podcast?
Oh my God.
Every
I was
week,
outside for
it's
a half
fucking
hour
adventure.
or like 40 minutes before you got here, just waiting because the doors were locked. Then a bunch of kids come up
Yeah, the fucking Latino version of Step Up is fucking outside.
and I go, I'm like, hey, the doors are locked.
Yeah.
But unbeknownst to me, there was people already inside and they just didn't, mind you, like I'm trying to open the door. I know y'all fucking hear me. And they didn't.
What
I
do you
was
call it? Latino
pissed.
version of Step Up. I'm trying to think what would be called.
I don't know.
Step Up.
Levántate? I don't know.
You got the fucking at-risk youth. Literally, they came in from one car, blasting what Tejano music, probably. Remember they pulled up?
Oh yeah.
Tejano, probably, yeah. Like,
Chicano?
No, Tejano. Tejano?
Tejano?
Yeah. Tejano music, yeah.
Does that count?
You make, yes, man.
I'm thinking Taino, and I'm Taino. So, but I'm getting them mixed up. Never mind. I thought you were trying to disrespect me right now.
No.
I'm like, Taino,
what?
is this Caribbean, bitch?
No.
The fuck?
No, that was the point.
disrespect me.
But no, but that, and then homie got to do a tour while we're setting up.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to get into specifics
and it was
of that.
and there was a bunch of Dominicans, and they were talking shit about Mike, and then sorry, I'll bleep that or not, it's whatever. They were talking shit about him, and then they were talking they weren't talking shit about us. They were trying to figure out what the fuck we were doing, and they didn't. But like that's why I laughed. And he looked at me. I'm like, nah, they're just talking about us. And
I didn't catch that.
And then she was like pulling on the curtain, and I'm telling this bitch to be careful, and she's still pulling it. I was like, all right, whatever. So I took a couple steps further to like make sure it didn't fall, but then she walked away. Got kids fucking running around. One girl stepped on my shit.
Oh yeah, they were walking around. I didn't catch what they were saying, man. To be honest with you, I couldn't. I didn't listen. I was trying to. I didn't listen. They were probably speaking and shit. They didn't know what we were doing here.
There was a bunch of Dominicans.
Yeah.
It's whatever. Oh my god! But that shit was so funny. But once he turned on like the light, like the mood setting with the chandelier and all that shit, they were like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
But no, they were sold on it a long time ago.
The tour didn't have to be that long.
No, but let's not talk about the tour. Let's not. Anyway, continue.
Fuck them. They were talking about us. I didn't know that shit. Fuck them.
I told you that.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, it was when you were over there, and like they peeked over because I think they saw you walk away. They saw that I was over there, and they peeked over. I also have like bat hearing, but yeah, like they were talking about us, and they were like peeking over to see what the fuck was happening. They were staring at everything. That's why I stood there, and then I got closer to be like, what is there to look at or talk about? I just hate Dominicans.
Purely professional. That's what this comes down to. The fact that you said it, I don't know why that is, but
What?
you hate them. I don't know why. That's another episode for another day.
Just don't.
Jesus Christ. All right, no, I got nothing else to say. We'll leave it on that note.
I can talk shit. I don't want to hear nothing from
Oh
nobody.
my God. All right, let's leave it at that.
All right, yeah.
All right,
Closing
man.
notes? We don't even have a name for this.
Closing notes? No, we don't have a name for
My
this one.
closing note, Rihanna is I think she's knocked up. Everybody's saying there's no proof. I think she's knocked up.
There's no proof.
And we're not getting an album until that kid is 18.
There's no proof she's
Technically, no.
I saw her post. No, there's no pictures.
No, but
I saw her
anytime she
pose like
gains,
2
like,
days
5
ago,
pounds.
like with like her little ass crack showing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a national hero.
And she has like a bump. Yeah, but I feel like every year they say, "Oh my God, Rihanna's pregnant."
She's thick.
Mm-hmm.
She's thickums.
Like she goes like her weight goes up and down a lot.
It
Like,
fluctuates.
Honestly, I would have guessed she was pregnant at the Met Gala. Oh my God! Wait, hold on. So Shade Room posted some shit that was funny, and I'm just gonna play it right now.
Congratulations! Oh my God!
It's a video of Tyrese. It looks like Tyrese. It is Tyrese. It is, and it's men heartbroken everywhere. Hearing Rihanna is pregnant. It's the funniest shit. Huh?
It's devastating. It's devastating, but congrats to her. It's
That's
yeah, it'll be good looking baby. Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
not getting music at all, and we were just talking about this last night. I'm like, we're not getting the music, but
It's all right. I feel like it wasn't gonna happen.
no.
We've
But
got-
yeah, I don't have any other closing notes.
You can bet on that. Hey man. Yeah.
No, real quick, I'll chop up some other stuff. Island Boys, who the fuck are they?
You don't
Because
know who
all
the
of a
Island Boys are?
sudden they popped up looking hella fucking weird, and then they got booed. It was a video that I wanted to save and play on the
Yeah,
podcast
they are
so
at
bad.
Club Live.
When they were talking about they did it like a commercial for fashion. No, they were doing a freestyle, but it was really just a commercial for Fashion Nova, and it was so horrible. And then they even did their line, their Island Boy shit, and when they got booed, it is the best thing in the world. to watch.
And I'm just trying to make it, or I'm an island boy. I put my vest on, yeah. Hey, I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. I'ma keep it like it's all I want. Tell the boy better keep that going. I'ma do it while I'm staring at the sun. I've been really at the pool gazing, and the pool where I'm staying. I'll pull it like a super saiyan. Trying to be the greatest, like trying to be his finest. Yeah, I'm an island boy.
The DJ trying to get him off. Like trying to get
yo,
CB's homie off.
I'm telling you, man, the fact that they did acapella, I give them so much credit for that, man.
It was like a replay.
These guys are a tour de force. Like these
you know
guys
what?
are not to be fucked with.
And
Okay.
I would rather
Like,
sit through 10 minutes of what we did at Check It than that. That was horrible.
The future of hip hop as we know it, man.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll be afraid for my life over that.
That's why they're called the Island Boys, because these boys on an island, ain't nobody touching them. Okay? Island Boys.
That's what we're calling Island Boys.
Island Boy. No.
They do look like
They
Angelica
do.
Pickle's doll.
No,
they do.
This is a white version of Kodak Black. That's the same Kodak Black hairstyle.
And they're twins.
That's what it
bruh.
is. These are white. This is Kodak
Are they
Whites.
twins? I don't know.
Like
They always dress alike, so I'm assuming they're twins.
this is Kodak Whites.
Kodak Whites.
Kodak Whites.
All
No,
right, Kodak Whites. That's
no,
what
they-
we're cooking.
I looked into it actually. I was scrolling because V asked me about the Island Boys, and then I looked them up,
Mm-hmm.
and then as I'm scrolling, or as I'm seeing a video, I scroll, and then it gives me a related video, and it's a fucking Facebook video of 6-minute history of these guys. Someone looked into the history, like they had
6 minute.
like these guys were juvie kids, like grand larceny, like little petty theft crimes growing up, like broken homes, like their dad died when they were young and their mom tried to raise them, and
That's
then like
sad.
they pulled a scam during the pandemic. They signed up as like an actual like small business, and they were granted part of the loan that Biden signed for small businesses during the pandemic.
Damn.
So they qualified for that, and with that money, they used it to buy their home and make all their videos out of it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't even think about that. I could have
Yeah.
done that with Check It.
So they actually did some shit like that, and that's how they got the
I
shit.
could have done that with the podcast too. We could have had two.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people did. It was part of it was like $1 billion something, and like they got a little chunk of that as they qualified as a small business.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like I thought people. Well,
Yeah,
I don't
bro,
know. I
like
was afraid.
they pimped the system. Island boy.
All right, we're done.
My
Signing
niggas
off.
talking shit. They don't know what a podcast is. The guy who walked through, he's like, yeah, these guys here, they're set up for a podcast. He's like, well, ¿qué es eso qué es?
That's literally what I heard him say.
Está haciendo porno, está haciendo porno acá.
With the couch.
They thought we
over
were going to grab that casting couch in the back over there and put it
Yo,
here.
If we had the couch over here, they would have definitely thought Jason would have definitely thought it would.
Are you still making porno?
Where can I sign up?
Jason.
Are you one of the dad's name was Jason?
When he asked him what his
Jason?
guy's name is, he speaks no English. He's like, I'm Jason.
He spoke some English. He spoke English.
You called me Jay. You called me Jay.
Okay, no, we gotta
Yo,
go.
that's I ain't got no close notes, man. We're gonna leave it at that, man. Peace. Episode 109.
Peace.